Hey guys, my name is Divya Roy. Welcome to our presentation on State Bank of India's corporate activities study in the context of its inclusion in the Nifty 50 index. Today, we want to take you on a tour through the dynamic world of corporate activities and show you how SBI's financial environment and place in the Nifty 50 have been formed by these actions. Introduction to State Bank of India. State Bank of India is established in 1806, which is a Fortune 500 company. It is an Indian multinational public sector banking and financial services headquartered in Mumbai. It is the largest and oldest bank in India with over 200 years of history. SBI is listed on the stock exchanges on March 2nd, 1993, and it became the first Indian bank to be listed on both the Bombay Stock Exchange and the National Stock Exchange. The price of SBI at early 20s is around 23.09 rupees. We all know that SBI is all throughout the India. Even in the rural areas, we can find SBI branch. The bank currently has a network of 28,716 branches and 62,617 ATMs throughout India. The bank has a market share of 22.84% in deposits, and the market capital of SBI is 5 lakhs 13,000 approximately, and it has an highest reach value of share price as 629.65, and the current share price value of State Bank of India is 572.85. Before talking about the corporate actions of SBI, what are corporate actions? Corporate actions are the actions taken by a company that impact the shareholders' value directly. There are majorly five categories of corporate actions in stock market: right issues, buyback, stock split, bonus, dividend. Today, I am here to talk about dividend. What is dividend? A dividend is a payment given by a corporation as a percentage of its profit to its shareholders, usually in the form of cash or shares. Why companies issue dividends? Here are the few reasons. Reward shareholders. Dividends are a way to reward shareholders for their investment and provide them with a tangible return on their ownership in the company. And to attract investors, companies that consistently pay dividends can attract investors seeking stable income streams, making their stock more appealing. Positive image. Dividends can create a positive perception of the company, showcase its commitment to shareholders and responsible financial management. Limited investment opportunities. If a company lacks profitable projects for expansion, paying dividends allows shareholders to benefit from the company's earnings. Different types of dividends: cash dividend, stock dividend, scrip dividend, property dividend, liquidating dividend, bond dividend, and special dividend. Here, I want to share you information about shareholdings of SBI. The President of India holds 57.47% of SBI shares. In the past 5 years, SBI has issued dividends for three times: 2021, 2022, and 2023. And the highest percentage of dividend is issued on 2023, that is 1130%. The process of issuing dividends by SBI: firstly, they'll conduct board meeting based on the profits of SBI in the past financial year, and the proposal of giving dividend has been considered. Later, they had conducted an AGM, that is nothing but annual general meeting, where they had taken decisions to public dividends to shareholders. The share price of SBI is 433.60 on the day of dividend published in 2021, and the board meeting is conducted on 13th May 2022 on the year 2022, and the audited results of previous financial year of SBI are declared, and the dividend proposal has been considered by the board members. An annual general meeting was conducted and discussed about all the aspects of SBI, and decision of publishing dividends has been taken. And the share value of SBI on the day of the dividend is 468.95 in 2022. And in this year 2023, the board meeting has been conducted on 18th May 2023, and the audited results of the previous financial year of SBI are declared, and the dividend proposal has been considered. And after a few period of time, Annual general meeting was conducted on 19th June 2023 and discussed about all the aspects of SBI, and decision of publishing dividend has been taken. And the share value of SBI on the day of dividend published is 579.85. Recently, SBI has shared its report that the quarterly financial results are declared on 30th June 2023. And here is the unaudited quarterly results of SBI in 2023 according to the Mumbai 5 news article. Here is the news article from Economic Times that SBI has announced that they were more concentrating on next gen technology for ultimate banking safety, and it has proposed to enhance the use of business analytics and AI ML in decision making and operations by deploying next gen data warehouse and data lake and exploring new partnerships with fintechs and NBF for co-lending. And they were using most advanced technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and business analytics. Here, I want to share about one more corporate action, that is bonus. State Bank of India has not announced any bonus since 2000. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, my topic for my company SBI is board meetings. Basically, a board meeting is a formal meeting held by the directors of the company to take decisions and ensure that the company runs smoothly. In these decisions, they also take precautions for the company and which future ideas and plans are shared. In this presentation, we will look at SBI's board meetings from the year 2018 to 2023. Before that, the first ever board meeting of SBI was held on July 1st, 1995 by Sir C.D. Deshmukh, who was the first Indian Governor of Reserve Bank of India. In this meeting, the key decisions were making the blueprint of the bank and planning the future of the bank and the country. The board meetings have taken many different decisions throughout the years. We will slowly see every key decision taken by the SBI in each year's board meeting. In 2018, the key decisions were digital focus, profitability, and international presence. In digital focus, as we all know, 2018 was the year in which digital payment market area was blooming. So, SBI took a chance and launched its own app called as Yono. In profitability, the SBI made balance sheets, reduced costs, and prioritized asset sets quality. In international presence, the bank discussed its expansion in certain countries. In 2019, the key decisions were digital transformation, product launches, regulatory compliance. In digital transformation, the bank continued to focus on improving its digital capability with major push towards artificial intelligence and machine learning. New products and services were introduced, such as SBI General Insurance. The company discussed the impact of new regulations, including the introduction of insolvency and bankruptcy code. The impactful decisions of 2020 meetings were risk management, corporate governance, and COVID-19 response. As we all were affected by COVID-19, SBI was also affected by it, and several measures were introduced to support customers and the employees during the pandemic, such as loan restriction and remote working. In 2021, SBI mainly focused in its board meeting about collaborations and partnerships. The bank explored potential collaborations and partnerships, including exploring strategic alliances with financial institutes and technology companies. In 2022, the bank focused on setting its strategic decisions to align with rapidly changing market and dynamic of the fast evolving financial ecosystem. This includes assessing growth, opportunities, operational efficiencies, and risk management frameworks. As we are in 2020 meetings have been instrumentally in shaping the bank's future strategy and defining its role in driving the growth of Indian economy. The bank focuses on digital transformation, regulatory compliance, and corporate governance has helped it emerge as a leader in financial service sector. Going forward, SBI aims to continue its commitment to innovation, customer centricity, and sustainability, making it a formidable player in years to come. Thank you, everyone.
EGM, Extraordinary General Meeting, any shareholder meeting other than the annual general meeting is called an EGM, and it can be held in any day, including national holiday. It's only for some emergency purposes and which they can't wait until the next general meeting. It can be called by the board and the requisitionist, which simply means members, which can write letters to the board for an urgent meeting. These are some of the past EGMs conducted by SBI, and one of the most notable is 2008 to appoint the directors. And this graph shows the number of times EGM was conducted in a specific year from the data is from 2005 to 2023. Now, the advantage of AGM is flexibility. Like, if there is an urgent issue which needs to be addressed, then they can directly call for an AGM and resolve it as soon as possible. And so the focus of AGM is very specific, meaning it's generally like to fundraise, etc. And some of the disadvantages is cost. Holding a meeting is expensive for the company because they need to arrange the place, they need to hire, they need to maintain, they need to mail, they need to, and the members have to give the time to come and meet, etc. And it also disrupts the operation of the company because the members are being called. And low attendance simply means it's not punishable by crime if you don't attend an EGM, which in case of AGM, you are punishable by crime, a fine, hefty fine. But in EGM, there is no such cases. Now, the second topic is merger and acquisition. Merger and acquisition comes under mandatory corporate action, which simply means the board will take the decision and it will impact all the shareholders. Now, the merger simply means combining two or more entity into a single larger entity. And acquisition means buying a percent of stake in a company. Now, some of the notable acquisition of SBI in the past is in 1951, it acquired Bank of Hyderabad. In 1960, it acquired around five banks. And in 2017, it merged all the six banks into one single entity, SBI. This merging impacted SBI in a positive way. It made in one of the top 50 banks in the world. The balance sheet size of around 32 lakhs crore. These are some of the foreign subsidiaries of SBI. Now, the impact is like when two companies combine, so the revenue, the people, the manpower all combines. So this gives chance for better growth and diversification. They acquire technology and share it together, and they can further proceed for other new developmental plans. Now, this is some of the acquisition, like in July 4, 2023, SBI acquired entirety of SBI Cap Ventures, and in September 16, 2022, it acquired around 16%, 13.42% in SBI Global Factors Limited. That's
Good evening. So today I'm gonna explain the rights which is offered to the stakeholders by SBI. Let's move on. Ownership rights. So the more stakes you have in SBI, the more ownership you have in SBI. So it's always like that. The more you have, the more you take. Dividend rights. As I said, uh, when SBI makes profit, they divide the profit to the stakeholders. So stakeholders get more profit if they have more stakes in that company. Voting rights. When a person, when a stakeholder votes against what SBI is putting forward you, that will be also considered. Like the majority of the stakeholders are against a decision which is put forward by the SBI, that decision will be taken. That's how powerful the stakeholders are. Information rights. There are certain information which the stakeholders have access to. like the bank's profit margin, the bank's loss margin. All these things are some information which can be accessed by the stakeholders. Preemptive rights. So there is always a choice to the stakeholders to refuse to buy a stake from that company which is offered new. It's always stakeholders' decision to what to buy, when to buy, how to buy. Liquidation. Liquidation or liquidity basically means easy come, easy go. So if a company is going towards bankruptcy, the stakeholders will be settled with all their losses, and they can even remaining assets. They can even ask for the remaining assets. So that's how usually happens. However, in many cases, shareholders are among the last to receive the remaining funds. So it's always that stakeholders are the last, shareholders are the last ones to receive the remaining funds. So that's it. These are the main six rights. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Pawan Saral. Today I am going to talk about share splits and AGM of State Bank of India. Uh, a stock split is when a company divides its existing shares into multiple shares without changing the total value of the company. This means that if you own 10 shares of a company before a stock split, you will own 100 shares after the stock splits. The price of each share will also be adjusted accordingly so that the total value of your investment remaining the same. There are few reasons why a company might choose to do it is to do a stock split. One reason is to make the share more affordable for investors. Another reason is to increase the liquidity of the shares, which means that easier to trade. Stock splits can also boost investors' sentiment as they can seen as sign that the company is doing well. Another reason another reason for stock split is to increase the liquidity. ఉన్నిలే అది వాడు కట్ చేస్తాను అన్నాడు. When a stock is more liquid, it is easier for investors to buy or sell, which can make the stock more attractive to investors. While coming to AGM, an annual general meeting is yearly gathering between shareholders of a company and its board of directors. The last AGM of State Bank of India was held on June 27th, 2023. Disclosure under Regulation 30. Meeting updates Gazette publication for annual general meeting. Annual report of the bank for financial year 2022-2023 along with business responsibilities and sustainabilities as per BSc announcement dated on 5/6/2023. Minutes of 67th AGM and scrutinizer report as per BSc announcement dated on 27th 6/2023. In 2022, AGM was held on 24th May 2022. AGM 2022 6/2022 AGM 22/6/2022 Notice of 67th Annual General Meeting. Notice of 67th Annual General Meeting published in newspapers as per BSc announcement dated on 23/5/2022. Newspaper notice to shareholders of dispatch of annual report and results. The scrutinizer report and proceedings of annual general meeting held on 22nd June 2022. Proceedings of 67th general meeting held on 22nd 6 2022 and scrutinizer report on e-voting. State Bank of India has informed BSc regarding the details of voting results of AGM under Regulation 44(3) of SEBI Regulations 2015. Scrutinizer report on e-voting and proceedings of 67th Annual General Meeting held on 22nd 6 2022.